Hi, welcome to the commentary for The Matrix Rebooted by the Compy Club. I'm Anita, I was the director.
And I'm Phil. I was the producer.
So this is our movie that we made.
Yeah, the intro was fun.
Oh, the intro took a long time.
Yes.
Richard spent all night, I think, recreating this and
Yes.
fixing it and touching it up. And
That was after I'd spent 2 solid days doing it for the trailer the first time.
It turned out really well. I really liked it.
Yes.
Thought it looked very good. At this point, Monty actually has a candy bar wrapper taped to his head because we couldn't get it to stay any other way. So when he sits up, when he peels it off, you can't really see. But yeah, it's stuck to his head. And that is the actual music from The Matrix that he's listened to, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. I seem to recall this taking a long time, too.
Yeah, well, it was the first scene we filmed, right? So we wanted to make sure we got it perfect.
Yeah, we were being really fussy at the beginning. Later on, you can tell we get less fussy.
Yes, because we had less time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the first scene ended up looking pretty good.
I was really happy with
This
it.
conversation took a long time to edit, though.
So these are our last-minute actors.
Well, Andrea knew ahead of time, but
Yeah.
that's her fiance in the background.
Yeah, he was drafted at the last minute to
he
come
came
in and
to
do this.
drop her off or something, and we said, "Oh, hey, how'd you like to be in the movie?"
So we threw, I think that's Pete's jacket on him.
Yep.
And your sunglasses,
Uh-huh.
I think. And just made
somewhat
him say
sunglasses.
some lines.
It was great.
Yeah. Lots of people were really choked that they didn't come down and help us film this, just, to see Andrea dressed like that with those. She had great pants on. Can't see it very often, but great pants. It's our little engineering tattoo. Way to go.
Ooh.
I know, very nice. We did a lot of work on the sound of this scene. Brian and I stayed up all night trying to fix it. So there's Tara with sunglasses, and without sunglasses, and with sunglasses again.
And a little later on, I think there's one without sunglasses.
Probably.
Again. Yes.
Yeah, yay continuity!
Yes. Yay, doing things in more than one take.
Yeah. The problem with filming outside is there's no power outlets outside to power our microphones, etc. So actually, when they walk away, you can see there's a extension cord hanging out the window, which is what we had to do. Go through the window and plug into the wall in order to power our microphones.
The idea was that we'd be next to the power plant for this, and, well, we couldn't, because we could only get power here.
Yeah. So this is shot way earlier, and if you look up out the door, you can see it's actually daylight out.
But, yeah.
Well,
You don't really notice unless you're looking for it.
It worked
so.
really well. For the first time ever, Monty didn't smile through
Yeah.
a scene.
Then we,
Pete being the voice of God here.
yeah,
Very
we
loud voiceover.
booked this room for something like 4 hours, and used all of it, and got in trouble at least 3 times for being too
Way
noisy.
too loud, yeah.
Even though we were in a room with the door closed, people
Mhm.
still complained about
And
us.
speaking very quietly.
Yes.
So this is the magical moving PDA scene.
Yes. If
You
you
look-
watch, sometimes it's in his hand, sometimes it's on the table.
And there's Pete looking down, reading his script, because he can't remember his lines worth of anything.
Yes, well,
At least he could keep a straight face. So
there's that.
that's very appreciative.
Yeah, you guys are great, by the way.
Way to go. So see, PDA on the table.
Yep.
Pete looking down. I think at this point I was under the table trying to hold his script up for him. Didn't really work, so I think he just has it in his lap by now.
Yeah.
We tried about
Yeah,
15
now the
things.
PDA's in his hands, and there it is on the table again.
Wow! Magical floating PDA. And what's that behind you, Pete? Is that the microphone on the table? I believe it is. Oops. There's Pete's script in his sunglasses.
Yep. This scene took forever to edit, too, just because there's so much dialogue.
Mhm. Well, and you had to add the monitor in behind him.
Yeah.
It was just
of
blue
course,
screen.
the
Brian and
screen-
I spent 20 minutes finding that sound effect. Couldn't find it. We picked about 17 different things. First time Pete did that, he used the wrong hand.
And oh, the Lister scene, full of people that we found in Lister.
Random people.
Well, not totally random, but
Mm,
I think Monty knew a few of them. And
maybe.
Pete
Didn't
knew
we
a couple
recruit
of them.
somebody's sister to go find people?
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like
He's
that.
actually pulling the unused mic cord out of his neck, which is, again, taped to him because we can't afford spirit gum. And Phil didn't want to do the pan shot.
Yes.
but we're glad he did. And my bad camera work, you can actually, in the original cut, you can see Paul holding the microphone.
We had to alter the footage to take it out.
Yeah, kind of had to zoom that one in. That's my fault.
Yep.
There's my car.
Yes. Which you are driving.
With me driving. Thank God you never see me.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
that was on purpose.
Yeah,
Made sure the shots were not so tight so that we couldn't tell that the Oracle was driving the car.
Shane wanted to put squealing tires in, but I'm really not driving fast enough to justify screaming tires, so...
Yeah, and then everyone gets out of the car.
Yeah, and we run out of music. And we're
Then
magically
this is-
transported to the basement.
A place you might recognize from Bike Club, it's the cages again.
Hmm.
And some of the most elaborate set work we did.
I believe it took Ange all morning to build that.
Yeah, it was
While
was
we were
quite
filming,
something.
while we were filming upstairs.
Unfortunately, the stuff we used for the film didn't really do it justice. There was
It
like
was fabulous.
30 computers piled up there.
We made Monty clench about 15 times.
Yep, that was fun. Oh, the construct.
Oh, off you go on the construct.
Okay, we actually we had a room and we made it blue by putting
Tablecloth.
blue plastic tablecloth, like you rent for parties for those big long tables, right? Taped it to the walls, and then we did some magic compositing to make it white in the background.
Yeah, and we went back the next day, and it was all on the floor.
Yes, so we had to put all the walls back up again and film some more. And there's just tons of dialogue. I think there's over 2 hours of footage just of people screwing up their lines and whatnot in that scene. And when we were editing, of course, we had to pick footage that would composite well because tablecloths on the wall aren't a uniform shade of blue, of course.
Of course not. It's a budget film.
Yes. So it was a very poor blue screen.
This is the university on a Sunday.
Yes.
All of the empty shots were shot on the weekend.
Yes.
The fat panel joke. I love that. I think that's brilliant.
It was probably my favorite joke in the movie.
Very well written. I liked it a lot.
And more empty campus.
How much footage do you have of empty campus?
20 minutes.
Just walked around when there was
Made sure
no
we
one
had
there.
lots of it because I knew we'd need to use it to fill in for stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you took it. It's good for all of Pete's voiceovers.
Yes.
See, and this is the shot you didn't want to do.
Yeah.
I remember you not wanting to film people. You thought it would be a waste of time. And I said, no, get them all in. So I was right. Haha.
Yes. And when we originally did this, the compositing didn't work very well, so you could actually see blocky stuff all around them, and I had to redo it for the DVD, and it was it took me like 3 days to fix just this scene.
Oh yeah. We worked all night on this.
Yeah.
Everybody did. Do you know how hard it was to find 2 people willing to put on t-shirts and carry a girl across a hallway?
Yeah, that was...
Nobody wanted to do it.
We actually got a couple of first years that were just sitting around doing nothing.
Thank God. God bless you, first years.
And more chatting in the construct. Oh yes, I think this is just before the
Yes,
foosball
the foosball. We shot that like 7 times. Wait, the sexiest on-screen smile I've ever seen. I love it. It's brilliant. Pete, that was so
really
sexy.
is.
That was great.
So yes, this foosball scene was
This has got to be my favorite part of the whole show.
edited and filmed by the master himself, Shane Lawrence,
Yay, Shane!
who, due to several circumstances, couldn't really help us out much with this film, but he did do the foosball scene and did an
Which
awesome
I
job.
love.
Yeah, it's great. Just
I
shows
love
how much
Pete's
better
got
he
his
is at this.
suspenders down. And
Yeah, oh yeah.
it's awesome.
He's right into it.
Oh yeah.
We had to actually take one of the bars off the foosball table so we can get the camera like right down on the playing surface.
I love the foot.
We wrecked this table, but
That's okay.
it was broken to start with, so.
It was awesome scene. I love it.
Yep.
It's really my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And we just flash ourselves back into the real world.
And here we are in the hallway.
Hey!
How about that? This is in Newton Place. It's outside Kevin, who plays the architect. Yeah. It's outside of his apartment, and well, this is the inside of his apartment.
We sort of borrowed it that day because we lost our original apartment.
Our original 2 apartments.
Yeah. There's Paul playing with a screensaver.
Yes.
I think.
Yep. It looks a little bit cartoony. Okay, a lot cartoony, but
Hey, it got lots of applause at the competition.
yeah,
Everyone really liked it.
it was fun to do. It looked good. And then
I think he loses his concentration, but yeah, it gets all fuzzy.
Yep.
Oh, there's my big debut.
Yep.
Wedged in beside the fridge. It was
Cameo
so
in it.
uncomfortable.
This kitchen is tiny, but we had to make it look big, so we had
Very
to
tiny.
get them as far apart as we could.
Oh, and there are the magical moving pill bottles in this scene too.
Pill
If you look
bottles
behind me on the fridge, there are some pill bottles, and then they magically appear behind Monty the next time you see him.
Yep, that was
Full
sort of
shot.
throughout the scene, sort
Yeah,
of on
there
purpose.
they are.
Yeah, by
Down
the
by the
microwave.
microwave. And I am holding an actual bottle of tequila, and that stuff was nasty. Oh, it was the worst liquor ever. And it took us so long to film this, I had to keep refreshing my ice cubes every, 2 shots.
Yep.
Oh yeah, acting. And Monty's got a great scene in here where we actually let him smile.
Right up here, I
Right
think.
there.
There it is, yeah.
We liked that one. It was really funny.
This was another one of the great shots coming up here where she, maybe it was a little later, but
Oh,
anyway,
right.
we put the camera in the fridge to show you taking the beer cans out.
Oh, that's a great shot.
It looks so neat.
I'm so glad we thought of that, because it just looks just awesome.
Yeah, well, of course, we're looking from the wrong side to actually see anyone taking anything out of the fridge, so we had to do something like that.
Oh, yeah. We couldn't flip everything around. It would have taken way too much work.
Yep.
And it would have looked stupid.
But,
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Oh,
Genius.
love it. And the beer, it just looks awesome.
Yeah.
So, one of my major problems here is that all of a sudden, Monty doesn't have any beer. It's gone.
Yeah.
Magical, mystifying beer.
Just one of the scenes we had to delete when we were editing it for length.
Yeah.
There's a bunch in the construct we had to cut out too.
I don't think anybody even noticed, though.
Some stupid jokes. Oh no one
Yeah.
noticed the beer. I don't
Oh,
think.
the elevator. Oh, the elevator.
Yeah, more time was wasted waiting for the elevator when we were filming this.
And no matter what, it would not return to this floor without going first either all the way up or all the way down or both. This took us so long to do.
And then,
Stupid
of course,
elevator.
get everyone in the elevator, and then we go downstairs to wait for them to get off. And 9 times out of 10, there were 6 random people in the elevator with them.
Oh yeah, it was so hard to get an empty lobby. And we
And
shot
Chris
this
Jones
so
trying
many
to be
times.
imposing.
I love our keymaker though.
Yes, the costume was just spot on.
Oh yeah,
for
he
him.
looks great. Oh yes, and a big old thank you to Tara for going out and getting all of our costumes and making us look all Matrixy.
Yes, it came off very well.
And this, for some reason, we run all the way around the car before we get in.
Except
no
for
one,
Monty.
No one gets in on the camera side because that would be too easy, I think.
This is somehow the Oracle driving again.
Yeah, good thing you can't see her.
Yes.
She does a lot of driving for them.
And then there was supposed to be a car chase before this scene, but again, we ran out of time, and so they just sort of
Yeah.
get there.
Doomed scene, never to happen, but would have looked really cool.
Yes. We even had, cool cars lined up and everything.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, it fell apart, which really sucks. It would have been a good scene to put in.
Yeah. But it would have been a 45-minute movie instead
Mhm.
of a 15-minute movie if we did stuff like that.
This is the best inside joke I have ever seen put into a movie,
Yeah,
I think.
For those of you who've seen Bike Club, this is the movie we did last year. And Pete, who is Morpheus in this one, was Tyler Durden in the last movie.
Yeah. So we have another head-scratching scene, and
And yeah, here he is.
this got rave reviews. Everyone loved it because
Yeah.
everyone got the joke.
So
And
if
I
you
thought it
haven't
was
seen Bike
hysterical.
Club, get your hands on a copy and see it.
Yeah,
It's,
you'll get the joke. It's
yeah.
funnier.
If just to get that joke,
Yeah.
watch Bike Club, because it rocked.
Oh, and this is your great big shot that.
Oh yes, no one but me wanted to do this overhead shot, and I.
But
think
it worked out
looks wicked.
so well.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. I'm really glad you did it. Looks really good. And I love how we just magically jump all over campus
Yeah.
with our scenes.
And now we're in Copside.
Yeah. trying to not, echo all over the place and not
Right.
have people talk too loud and yeah.
Kevin is such a good architect.
He played it very monotone and very flat and very very architect.
I mean, he's sort of like that
Oh, yeah.
anyway, but yeah, sort of a shame he didn't have a suit, but
Yeah.
eh,
We sort of ran out of scripting ideas, so we just gave him a phone call and advanced our scene because we couldn't think of anything else to do.
and we needed it to end very, very fast.
Yes. So we took all 3 movies and condensed it down to 15 minutes. And the ending we had to wait for Revolutions to come out before we could write an ending.
And yeah, it was.
So it was very quick and very dirty, and now we have a flash forward, and
Yes.
Magical time warp.
And here we are with a bunch of
There.
agents,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
Phil's big scene as he stands there. There's
Notice
the leg of the tripod.
Yes. We put Christine in the middle so you can actually see Monty and Jones because she was the shortest one.
Yes, clever placing.
Yep.
And I believe our lights are standing in the background of a
Yep,
that side
right there.
shot. There they are. Yeah, look at us go.
My, are we ever scary?
Yeah, way to push him around, guys.
And then all of the old Engg videos, which makes people cringe.
Yes, very scary. Ah.
In fact, it makes agents explode.
I'm pretty happy I didn't get to see all of these old videos actually. They
Yeah.
look pretty bad.
Some of them were fine, but yeah.
Yeah, I think this was Shane's basic idea, wasn't
Oh,
it?
the
rendering?
code thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ended
But
up
the
having
explosion was you.
yeah, and I actually ended up having to do the rendering because Shane was indisposed with
Yes.
something,
His etc.
his etc.
Yes.
So,
No, I really like how we ended it though. I'm
well,
glad we put this in. We weren't going to,
yeah.
and we did, and I
There's
like it. I
this
think it's a better ending than what it
speech
was.
at the end here, yeah, at least it gives it something.
And just random stuff that you made up to fill space.
Yep. So I mean, it made the movie a little too long, but I think it.
We
made
bribed
it
them with
better
beer,
film.
and it was all good.
Yeah, exactly.
So thanks for watching, and we hoped you like it. And read the credits, because that's what they're there for.
Exactly.